Daddy, we have to go to the Christmas tree.
Alright, let's
What do
get
I
up.
want for Christmas this year? I bet it's something really cool, like a truck or maybe like a pizza. I can't believe it's so much disappointment.
Wait a second. I don't have kids. Game demos are pretty cool. What better way to find out if you like a game than to actually play it? Nowadays it seems like demos are few and far between, but in the 90s and early 2000s, nearly every big release had one of some kind. There used to be two main ways companies would release a game demo. It could come bundled with a game you bought, or you could have a sampler disc, and this could be either sold through magazines or could be packed in with the system, the latter being the case for Christmas Nights. But what is Christmas Nights? It's a demo for Nights into Dreams. However, it's different from the average demo because it's also a sequel to the original. A Christmas sequel. Nights into Dreams was Sonic Team's break from their Titicular series. It's a score-centric game, however it's much more complex than it lets on. It's a semi-platformer / on-rails flight obstacle course. You control this flying being known as Knights and try to collect these blue spheres and fly through rings to make links to raise your score. You have to get 20 of these spheres to take it to this big thing, and then you take a larger sphere called an idiot to the starting point, which isn't that hard because you're flying in circles until then. After that you're graded based on your score. Then you go through a different path of the level but have the same objective until you do that 4 times, and then you have a boss fight. The whole game is kinda hard to explain. So many people when looking at Knights aren't really sure if it's their cup of tea, so to speak, because it's a conglomerate of several different genres. That's why it needed a demo. Christmas Nights is the first level of the full game, giving plenty of room for someone who wants to find out if it's up their alley. But rather than stopping there with the demo, since, that would be pretty boring and average, everything's Christmas. There's a new story going on, new assets, new music, and a whole bunch of extras that aren't in the full version. First off, the game is centered around using the Saturn's internal clock. As such, the game is only Christmas nights during one part of the year. The rest of the time it's just a normal demo, but playing during December, and suddenly it's almost a whole new game. Almost. The story is as follows. Elliot and Clarice, two friends from Twin Pine cities, are walking around but they realize that something doesn't seem quite right. That's when they notice that the star on top of the Christmas tree in town is gone, so the two venture off into the dream world of Nightopia to find it, since everyone knows that if you can't find something it's probably just in a dream. Where did I put my wallet? Oh, maybe I left it in that dream I had last night. We'll find that thing quick. Gotta leave here soon. Because of all of the kids' festive dreams, the whole place is filled with snow and other junk. The music's been changed to really upbeat versions of classic Christmas music like Jingle Bells, Holy Night, and Joy to the World. And I have to say, I love these remixes. Something about listening to a hyped up 90s synth version of Holy Night is just so absurd and yet enjoyable to me. But after going through a stage, you're prompted with opening Christmas presents. It's just a matching game, but if you can match a pair correctly, you can unlock stuff. Stuff like renders of characters, a few videos, and even the one and only Sonic the Hedgehog as a dang playable character. Sonic into Dreams is the same thing as before, but instead of flying around the map on a set course, you're just running around as Sonic. It's really clunky and janky. The camera was clearly not designed for running around this whole level's terrain. But to actually run around the level as Sonic in 3D on the Saturn is really novel and at the very least has significance for being Sonic's first 3D outing. So that's cool. That isn't the only neat present. There's these plushies, some apparel, and a whole bed that I can go to sleep in every night. And who could forget about the Nights into Dreams karaoke? Shit's for babies. Really, though, the biggest problem with Christmas Nights is that it gets repetitive fairly quickly. Of course, that's how demos work, so that you're incentivized to get the full game for more content, but I don't think that this discredits its creativity and worth. If anything, the game is a fun diversion to play every now and then, especially during the winter season. As a demo, it does everything it needs to, but it goes beyond that and produces a bunch of content, making it worthwhile to even those with the full version. And though it's cool and all, I still have some other presents to go open, so I'm gonna go do that now.
The kids were real all along. It's a Christmas miracle.
Merry Christmas, everyone, and have a Happy New Year's, too.